Since we have been doing this live streaming, there's something that I've thought about that I wanted to do, but I just haven't really had the opportunity until now. And so I'm going to do it today, at least at the beginning, and that is, I've never really given too many in-your-face homilies. Well, there. Okay, that's as far as it goes. Don't worry. Sorry if that scared any of the little kids at home. The thing about a shepherd was, you know, we hear this story each year on this fourth Sunday of Easter. We hear reference to the Good Shepherd. And for the most part, we get that sense of the shepherd is the one who is willing to lay down his life to protect the sheep when dangers come, to keep them from harm. But when you stop and think about it, the shepherd also guides the sheep in that he leads them to good places to graze so that they can feed. And if they have been at a particular place for quite some time and the sheep have pretty much eaten everything that was there, he doesn't keep bringing them back to that same spot, but he knows to take them to a new and more fertile field. So the Good Shepherd guides, invites the sheep to, at times, go to new places, to find new life. In their case, new grass or whatever it is sheep eat. We're living in this time, and it's been interesting as I've been watching TV and just seeing how many companies and corporations now are making new commercials, you know, that deal with how we are dealing with things in this time and what we as a company or a corporation are doing or whatever. And I've been trying to pay attention to how it's described. You know, these are difficult times, or these are challenging times, or these are unique times. You know, whatever it might be, pay attention to that, you know, and just kind of see how the powers that be and the advertisers are handling that. But during this time, we are not having life as usual, and I don't have to tell you that. We're starting to wonder now how things are going to change in light of, you know, some of the restrictions slowly, cautiously being lifted or pulled back a little bit at a time. And for those of you that are in business, I'm sure that you are anxiously hoping for things to be able to get back so that your business can recover. And that's very understandable. But this has also been a time where many new things are presenting themselves to us. And challenging us to respond. And we do so, it turns out, in some amazing ways. The care, the generosity, the understanding, the coming together, cooperation. That's something that I think it has surprised many of us, that we really had that within us. And it's neat to see. The fact that we are now appreciating many people that we have found easy to just, I don't know if I want to say take for granted. Sometimes yes. But now we see their dedication. Workers, yes, in hospitals. And yes, teachers. And yes, delivery people. All those that we didn't think that much about. But now, we appreciate them. We call them heroes because they show us dedication, because they are willing to be there. And I hope that that is something that won't change, that can continue to grow, because it's those kinds of things where we can see that the Good Shepherd has been calling us to new fields. I hope that when this pandemic has completely eased, that we're not just looking to try and get things back to the way they were. As I said, in some ways that's going to be necessary. But for the ways inside of us, are we going to be willing to grow, to hold on to the good, the appreciation of our family and our neighbors, the discovery of other ways to use our time, the appreciation that we have for things that we're missing. I was just thinking about it the other day. I have a new appreciation for movie theater popcorn. I still don't like paying $8 a bucket, and I'll still complain about that, but hopefully I'll appreciate it once again. But more the people. Not the big, important, fancy ones, but the everyday folks like us who are dedicated, who are good and sincere, who do their jobs with that dedication, that love, that we will appreciate one another. See, I say all of this because in considering the Good Shepherd, the phrase that came to mind for me this week was, I hope that we will use this time not just for recovery, but for discovery. That we will continue to see the good that is in us as individuals, as a people, as a church, hopefully. And we will let this time make a difference for us. The Good Shepherd is inviting us not back to the same place again, but to new, fertile fields. Can we accept? Will we let ourselves continue to grow? Or will we just say, I know where I've been. That's where I want to go back to. The Good Shepherd calls us to new life. And he has given us his life for that. May we be dedicated to discovery and not just recovery.